Her name was Akane. That was the girl who died.
Akane Kurashiki died?
But
9 years ago? Then, who is June? No. That's impossible. It can't be true.
the fuck?
Akane isn't that uncommon of a name. If Snake had known her last name, that's a different matter entirely. So they share a name. A lot of other people do too. It doesn't mean anything. It was someone else. Of course it was. It has to be.
Is something wrong, Junpei? Your breathing sounds strange.
Oh, no, it's nothing. I'm fine. Let's get back down there, all right? I couldn't do it. Why didn't I ask? What's her last name? I just couldn't get the words to come out.
Sheldrake, this is it. This is what the shadow picture was pointing to. But didn't it say 5 at the end of the shadow picture? Yes. I think we need to find the 5th volume. Oh, well, would you look at that? There's a big red button behind this book. I guess we should press this button. Ooh. The fuck? Okay. What was that sound? Sounded like something really big was moving. It came from the top floor. Alright, let's go check it out. Quickly. Huh? Oh, no. This looks like an output monitor. I bet the letters you type in on the keyboard will show out here. Nicht Self-Destruct Sequence. 13, 14, 10, 13. Na? Will jemand die Lösung sagen? Well, I bet you've got to type something on that keyboard. Yeah, but you can only enter letters. And it looks like you only enter 4 letters. Let's see how it works. I guess you need to hit enter once you type in the letters. And you can erase what you type as clear. Okay, I get the basic operations. Let's give it a shot. Ich kann die Lösung auch direkt sagen. Wir haben doch vorhin Buchstaben in Zahlen umgewandelt. Jetzt machen wir das Gegenteil. Genau. Dankeschön. Enter auf dem Leerzeichen. Bisschen komisch, aber okay. Yay. Cool. Hat's ja doch jemand im Chat gelöst, bevor ich es gesagt habe. Cool. You did it, Junpei. It's unlocked now. Good job, Junpei. Whoa there, don't get too excited. The password was dead, remember? Just makes me think whatever's waiting for us isn't good. So what? Jeez, you're such an old lady. We can't be worrying about stuff like that. I mean, come on. We got it to unlock, didn't we? Let's go, hurry up. Ist egal, welche Tür man nimmt, oder? Alright, okay, die geht nicht. Why not? Put in the password, what else do we have to do? Then that means it's the other door. Okay, warum tut ihr 2 Türen ein, wenn eine nicht geht? Ah, okay, die geht. Ich habe tatsächlich, glaube ich, auch beim ersten Mal spontan 0 eingegeben.
Alright, this is the next.
Oh, the door!
Did that just close on its own?
Don't tell me we can't go back.
I don't know. Let's see. Damn it. It looks like it locks automatically.
Is there any other way out?
Well, there's another door over on the right. There's a card reader next to it. It's got a red light on it, though, so I'm pretty sure it's locked, too.
But there is a card reader, right?
Yeah.
Then perhaps if we find a key card, we could open the door and leave?
Well, yeah, that might work, but...
Hey! Wait a minute. Are you saying we're gonna have to search through this room for one little card?
Oh, man.
Looks that way.
No way.
For real?
Well, we can sit down and wait to die, if that's what you prefer. I rather doubt that, however. So it would be wise to start looking. We haven't much time. Let's find that key card. Oh, and the Neptune key as well. We won't be able to get through the hallway without it. All right then, let's begin.
Das ist der Endgegnerraum. So, erstmal speichern. nehmen wir mal die Karte. Hey Junpei, isn't this a nautical table? Yeah, I feel like I've seen this before. New material has been added to the file screen. Wo denn? Da. Was found on the drafting table. Fatal line on the right edge must be connected to the line on the left edge. Oh, okay. Da muss ich mir jetzt mal eben wieder aufschreiben. Was haben wir denn da? Da haben wir Süden, Westen, Südosten, Nordosten, Osten, Norden, Osten, glaube ich. Gut. There are piles of crap everywhere. Man, this place is a mess. It's so messy, I don't know where to start. Some of this crap looks familiar. I think a lot of these are parts of the puzzles we've solved in the other rooms. If that's true, then this room could be Zero's laboratory. Perhaps Zero would shut himself in this room to devise the machines and puzzles he'd need to see his plan come to fruition. Okay, cool. Wo ist denn das mega fiese... There are piles of crap everywhere. If we try and search every one of these, we're gonna be at it till the cows come home. Well, that does seem too bad. We won't have to go bringing them in ourselves then. Don't you get smart with me, kid. How about we deal with this area later, okay guys? Maybe we should try something more promising. Okay, da also schon mal nicht. Was haben wir hier? Oh, hello, there's something written on these pieces of paper. Looks like we've got 3 sheets of this stuff. New material. Was ist das? Ah, Morsecode. Alle Morsecodes. Okay, das weiß ich aber noch, was man da macht. Was haben wir hier? Ah, okay, das kommt später. Haben wir hier? Ah, this monitor is part of this machine. It's really dim though. It's got a map of the world on it, but I can barely see it. Jinbei, it looks like there's a compass on there. Oh, now I get it. What do you mean? I guess you weren't there, Clover, but I solved a puzzle like this all one in the wheelhouse. I think I just need to do the same thing here. The same thing? The important part is this nautical table we just found. I just have to match up the directions on the compass with the lines on the nautical table. I used the steering wheel in the wheelhouse, but this time I think I'm just gonna use the wheel attached to the side here. Okay then, show me, now! Of course. Maybe we ought to run through the instructions. Nee, ich weiß ja, wie es geht. Also, Süden. Jetzt hoffe ich, dass ich mich vorhin nicht irgendwie verguckt habe. Dann Westen. Dann kam Südosten. Danach kam Nordosten. Kann ich direkt weiter. Dann kam Osten. Dann kam Norden. Und dann nochmal Osten, oder? Okay. War richtig. You did it, Jinbei. Good boy. Who's a good boy? Knock it off. We don't have time for screwing around right now. Check out the right side of the monitor. It just kind of slid open and something came out. Oh yeah, I heard a noise too. You know the big box in the hall by the exit? I think it made a noise. Something unlocking, you know? Noise, huh? Erstmal Helm-Emblem. Big box by the exit? Wo wäre das denn bitte? Das nicht, ne? Da haben wir schon. Das ist der Exit, oder? Weiß nicht, was sie meint. Mal hier. Let's see what happens when I... Whoa. Well, now we've got something on the screen at last. Huh? What's this? Wait a minute. Saw something like this when I figured out that Morse code puzzle back in the communications office. Morse code? Yeah. The dots on here look like dits for Morse code. There's 2 dots on the first line, 4 on the second, 1 on the last. Okay, 2, 4, 1. Nein, keine Instructions. Das weiß ich. Was ist denn I? Ich kann es mal machen. 2, 4, 1. Macht nichts. Okay. So, ich habe Eis geschrieben übrigens. I see, it seems you have solved the puzzle, Jinbei. Excellent work. The answer was ice. How did you know? All I had to do was listen to the sounds the machine made. After that, it was a trivial matter to decode them. Oh yes, I believe I heard a noise from somewhere on the right of the device after you solved the puzzle. It sounded rather like something sliding open. Do you see anything that could have made that noise? Yep, das hier. So, das wären schon mal 2. Was haben wir denn noch? Muss doch noch irgendwas sein. Ah, da. Oh ja, das. Ich glaube, ich weiß noch die schnellste Lösung dazu. Ich kann euch mal eben zeigen, wie viel Spaß das eigentlich ist. So. Und deswegen wusste ich übrigens auch Eis, weil hier muss All rauskommen, glaube ich. Oder jetzt steht zumindest All da und bei dem anderen. Dann deswegen Eis. Let me see that. Oh, I see. So whenever you touch a cell, the ones next to it turn on or off. You just gotta use that to make the all cells on the right and the bottom green. Hey Jinbei, I found this piece of paper under that thing. You wanna take a look at it? Do you think this might have something to do with the puzzle? Im Grunde müssen wir jetzt wieder auf nicht hexadezimal, aber halt auf, ne, also hier muss eine 10 rauskommen, damit das wirklich A ist und so weiter. Probably related to the puzzle on the screen somehow. Let's go back to just need to make all of the cells all green. Und, ja, da. Hier hat man halt jetzt auch die 0 ist 0, 1 ist 1 und so weiter bis 9, dann ist A 10, B 11 und so weiter. Und L ist 21. F ist 15, ne? Ja, 15 plus 5 ist 20, plus 1 ist 21, deswegen ist das schon grün. Und, ja, jetzt kann man hier so machen und dann hat man es direkt gelöst. Oder man kann hier eine halbe Stunde verbringen, bis man es irgendwann richtig hinkriegt. Das ist eines der schwierigsten Rätsel gewesen für mich damals, weil du echt krass rumzählen musst. Aber irgendwann habe ich mir gemerkt, wie man das ganz schnell macht. You're so smart. You seem to have done an excellent job and solved the puzzle. Just what I would have expected of you, Jinbei. Hey, come on, you're embarrassing me. Oh, don't get cocky, kid. We don't got time for that. Look at this. Check out the right edge of the control panel. The lid slid open and something came out. Yeah, okay. There was something else. I heard a noise from somewhere around here. It sounded kind of like metal on wood. Didn't really seem important though. Okay. Habe ich schon mal 3. Kann ich mal angefangen, die hier reinzutun. Huh? Nothing's happening. Wait, what's Snake doing? I feel symbols engraved just above each intonation. On the upper left, it's the steering wheel symbol. On the upper right, the cross symbol. Bottom left, circle. Lastly, waffle pattern. Additionally, each symbol seems to have been given a number. 1 steering wheel, 2 cross, 3 mysterious circle, waffle pattern. Muss ich mit dem Steering Wheel anfangen? Perhaps in this order. Okay. Steering Wheel, wahrscheinlich das. Aha. Whoa. Well, now we've got something on the monitors at least. What's that? Looks like some kind of puzzle. I wonder if these are the rules. Yeah, I'll read them to you. You touch a numbered area, that area will be selected and it will turn blue to indicate this. Touching a numbered ball after selecting an area will cause the ball to be moved to that area. However, you cannot move the red balls. You can only move 3 to 5 balls into a single area. Press the check button once you have moved all of the balls except for the red ones, which you cannot move. The digital root of the balls in an area must match the number for that. Oh god. That's it. Whatever, like they say, practice makes perfect. Let's give it a shot. Don't you mean practice makes perfect? Hey, let's see you solve the next one, then you can make fun of me. Okay. 6, huh? 6, kann man eine 10 dahin tun. Und dann eine 5. Das wären noch 6. Und wenn ich hier alles andere rein tue, habe ich 21. Das passt auch. Tada! This is it, right? But nothing's happening. There are still 3 more intonations left empty. Imagine something will happen when they are all filled. Doesn't that seem likely? Gut, das nächste war Das hier, glaube ich. Oder? Nee, doch nicht. Ja, sorry. Cross war das nächste. Hey, Jumpy, something just showed up on the screen. This puzzle sure looks a lot like the last one. Ja, sie werden nur einfach schwieriger. Jetzt haben wir mehr rote. Numbers for each area are different too. Looks like it's got the same rules though. You sure you want to double check that? No, I'll be fine. If I get confused, I can just look at the screen over there, right? Anyway, like they say, a picture is worth 1,000 words. Let's give it a shot. Isn't that a picture is worth 1,000 words? Hey, shut it. At least I'm trying, alright? 1. Ach ja, kann ich nicht. Okay. Dann nehmen wir erstmal, das wäre eine 1. Das wäre auch eine 1. Passt das? Nein. Was brauche ich denn für die 7? Zum Beispiel eine 16, ne? Oh. Dann nehme ich die wieder zurück. Eine 16 oder eine 25. Das gibt doch... Nein, das ergibt doch 25. Was? Nicht? Moment, 10, 20, 25. Und hier... Warum geht denn das nicht? Moment, war das nicht irgendwas mit, es müssen mindestens 3 sein? Das muss ich doch mal eben gucken. Three to 5, okay. Gut. Dann, ja. Kann ich dann jetzt weitermachen? Da. 3 müssen es sein. Na gut, dann könnte ich ja zum Beispiel... geh doch weg. 2, 3 und 5 dahin tun. Dann hätte ich hier 10, 17, geht doch. Auch 25. That's awesome, Jumpy. There's only 2 left now. You can do it. Okay, das nächste. Looks a lot like the last one. Rules are the same. 9. Third time I've done this, I'll be fine. So this, if you can think of anything clever, please don't strain yourself. You might hurt something. Oh, shut up. Just give me a break, alright? I'll think of something. 7, huh? Bräuchte ich eine 16, sonst komme ich ja schon mal nicht. 2, 6. Und 4, 5, 7. Ganz einfach. Excellent work, Junpei. You've only got 1 left. I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Jetzt muss ich aber noch das letzte Emblem finden. Irgendwas habe ich die ganze Zeit da. The metal shutter looks pretty sturdy. Das war das, wo sie sich vorhin darauf bezogen haben, dass das ist nämlich erstmal zu und ich glaube, jetzt geht's auf. Wegen den Geräuschen vorhin. Die klangen, als ob da was aufgegangen wäre. Alright, let's open it. Oh, holy shit. That is pretty damn creepy. There's a coffin in there. A coffin. Oh man, does 7 think... Yeah, he's all pale. He's thinking the same thing I am. No way could this be. I'm sorry, but what's going on? It's a coffin. I wonder if there's a vampire in it. Right, I guess Clover and Snake don't know the story. Man, I can't bring myself to tell them. Well, at any rate, let's have a look around. Alright, fine, I'll open it. Okay, Junpei, you can do this. It's just a box. It's just a box. Ich glaube, das erste Geräusch vorhin war, dass man das Gitter hier aufkriegt und das zweite war, dass jetzt der Sarg aufgeht. Holy shit, this is a coffin. There's going to be something horrible in there, just know it. Okay, deep breath. Here we go. Oh man, there's nobody in there. Shit, can't believe I was scared something like that. What do you mean nobody? Were you expecting someone to be in there? It's a long story. Ask Junpei about it sometime. Huh? Well, just like Seven said, there's nobody in there. There is something in there, though. Well, 2 somethings, actually. What is that? 2 things on the bottom of the coffin. Looks like we've got a plate with an emblem on it, and... The Neptune key. Yes, we finally found it. Now we can get through the hallway. That's correct, Clover, but we do need to get out of the room first, you know? Yeah, I know. Okay, let's get the hell out of here as quickly as possible. I don't have any objections to that. Don't think we'll use the Neptune key in this room. It's really important though, so I'll keep it in my pocket for now. As far as this other thing goes... Gut. Das war das Ding mit dem Waffelsymbol. Na dann. Oh, ich glaube, an das letzte erinnere ich mich noch, weil das ein bisschen fies war. So ein Kühlschrank in Sargform, da könnte man sich ja noch reinstellen. This is the fourth one. This puzzle looks a lot like that last couple. I think this is probably the last one. Once we solve this puzzle, I'm sure something will happen. Alright, I'll solve it in no time. Und zwar... So? Nein. So ähnlich. Ich glaube, man musste einfach nur alle in einer Seite tun. Das weiß ich noch, weil mich das so verwirrt hat, weil die Anleitung eigentlich sagte 3 bis 5. Und eigentlich widerspricht das ja, dass man dann in eine gar nichts reintut, aber scheinbar geht das auch. Das waren halt 5 Stück. Da kann ich ja eigentlich nur alle 5 in einen tun, weil ich kann das nicht in 3 und 5 aufteilen und auch nicht in 3 und 3. Underneath the keyboard? Way to go, Junpei. You answered all the questions. Damn, Junpei, good job. And did you hear something just now? Yes, I heard that as well. From the bottom left corner of the desk, I believe. Oh.
A picture? What the hell is this? This man with a mustache on the right. He's the same guy we found murdered in the captain's quarters. He had the zero bracelet on his left arm. And this second man, with the glasses and a doctor's coat. He's the 9th man. The one with bracelet number 9. He died after he went into door 5. But this guy, the one in the striped suit...
Oh man, that's Ace. Yeah, I guess it is.
No doubt about it.
But what does it mean? What is Ace doing in this picture? Not only Ace, the 9th man and Cap too. And they look happy, like they knew each other well. Why? How?
Und es ist das Treppenhaus
How in the world are these 4 men connected?
in dem Schiff.
You say Ace is in that picture?
Yeah, it doesn't look like it was taken recently, though. Ace, the 9th man, and Cap all look about 10 years younger.
Ah, so the 9th man and the man you found murdered in the captain's quarters are also in the picture?
Yeah.
Is there anyone else? Or are there only 3 people in the picture? I'm afraid I can't see it.
No, there's one more guy. He's got kinda long hair, he looks smart, but a little cold. He's the only one I don't recognize.
What's the date of the photograph?
It doesn't have one.
Did you look on the back?
The back?
Yes, the reverse. The other side.
Huh. Praying for the success of the Nonary project. With Nijisaki, Kubota, and Musashido.
Huh. Then the 4 men in this picture were the organizers of the Nonary game 9 years ago. That means Ace, the 9th man, and Cap were all responsible for making it happen. But I feel like I should be more shocked about this. It's almost as if that's just how things were always supposed to be. Why? Why am I not surprised? Ace was the one in charge of the Nonary project. But why? Why am I so calm? It's like I already knew.
Ah, of course. I understand now. Ace was the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. He was the one who invented the game 9 years ago. He was Gentaro Hongo.
Ace is... Hongo?
I had my suspicions from the beginning. Their voices were similar. Too similar to be a coincidence. I could never forget his voice. It was the voice of the devil. I couldn't be sure, though. After all, I had no way to check. I certainly couldn't ask him. Even if I had known, however, I would never have told you. Zero made it quite clear what would have happened if I did.
Oh my gosh, I had no idea.
Huh?
I didn't know that Ace was Hongo.
Oh, yes. I suppose you wouldn't have. 9 years ago. You were in Building Q in Nevada, but Hongo was in the Gigantic with us.
I know. That's why I didn't know what Hongo looked like. But why? Why didn't you tell me? I mean, I'm your sister, right? You could have told me.
I'm sorry. I apologize for keeping this from you. But if I'd told you, Clover, you would have told everyone else. And if you did, then I would have been forced to tell them about what happened 9 years ago. I had to prevent that.
Hey, Junpei. You think I could borrow that picture for a sec?
Sure.
Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido. Hongo, Kubota, Nijisaki, Musashido. Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido.
Hey, Seven, do you?
Shut it! Just be quiet. I'm this close to remembering. This close. Hongo Kubota Nijisaki Musashido. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Nonary Project. Shit.
What?
What's wrong?
Holy shit, this is nuts.
What's nuts?
I remember
Remember what?
everything.
Everything?
Yeah, I remember all of it. My memory's back. I remember what happened before I got snatched.
What?
Let me tell you what happened. Like Snake said, Ace is Hongo from the right. The other three are Musashido. Nijisaki. Musashido was the
And
man with the
Kubota.
cash. Nijisaki was Hongo's right-hand man. And Kubota developed the actual technical details of the experiments.
How do you know all this?
Come on, man, I told you, I finally got my memory back.
No, that's not what I mean. I'm trying to ask you why you knew all this stuff in the first place, before you forgot it.
You really want to know?
Of course.
Me too.
This is gonna take a while. Hell, it'll probably take me a good 3 days to tell you everything.
Well, we don't have 3 days.
Just give us the short version, all right?
Short version, huh? Alright, fine. I'll give it a shot. No promises, though. I'm a detective. It's a little awkward to say this about myself, but you could probably consider me a lone wolf type. I hold to my own code, as I think doing what's right is more important than doing what you're told. That's why I followed my gut that night. A slim lead brought me to the wharf. It was 9 years ago. The wharf had been cold as fuck, and I could barely see squat. I was investigating a mess of kidnappings, all of them children. It all had one thing in common. A history of visits to one particular hospital. A hospital under the management of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. And my investigation had turned up evidence that Cradle had been involved in the kidnappings. After a little sweet talking, I managed to finally get a real lead from someone inside Cradle. My source told me this.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
This
So
came
I
out.
headed to the wharf. From the shadows, I searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them were carrying large bags. The bags. There was something about the way they moved, no doubt
Ja,
about
das
it.
ist dasselbe.
There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding with my gun already in my hand.
Don't move.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Drop the gun. I could kill you right now. It'd be easy to get away with it, too. Just tie an anchor to your feet, and no one would find you for a week. That what you want? The fish here would love a meal.
He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. I did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle. A drug? That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that. I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it! Shit, my head hurts. I did a quick once-over of the room. Where am I? A small, shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy. I had seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but... it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed and sat down. I sat there for a very, very long time. Who knows how long. Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying, but I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was several. I hear 5 or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. It's coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut. This was where those voices were coming from. Hold on. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight,
Ja, ja,
a
das
ship.
müssen wir nicht nochmal hören.
Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit? I stuck my fingers in and grabbed it. And then... I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face. So I wiped it off and crawled inside.
Hier hat's ja letztes Mal aufgehört.
The first bit or so was tight. I had a wriggle on my belly. It wind up eventually, and there was space for me to crawl along on my hands and knees. I went from crawling like a worm in dirt to skittering like a bug. Couldn't say it was much better, but I'd take what I could get. And when I'd been in the thing long enough to start wondering where it'd take me, a massive sound nearly scared the piss out of me. It was like a heavy metal door had just been slammed shut.
Ups, sorry.
Then there was a voice.
Stimmt. Oh, das kennen wir doch.
What? I wasn't sure what it meant, but anything with incinerator is bad news. Then, almost as if that was a cue, I heard a mess of young-sounding voices. A bunch of them were straight up screaming in terror. And all the sounds together made a howl that made the hair on my neck stand straight up. Damn it! What the hell is going on here? I scrambled through the duct as fast as I could. I made a giant racket, but I didn't care at that point. I soon found a metal door on the left side of the duct. The kids were screaming on the other side. I found it. I yanked the handle and threw the door open. I almost ripped the metal off its hinges. What the hell is this place? I couldn't believe what I saw. The room had a dome up top, and there had to be about 9 walls, all the same size. Up in the ceiling was an upside-down funnel, almost like a chimney. I looked down. There they were, the kids I'd been searching for. They all gawked up at me, suddenly silent, for the moment, from surprise and fear. Scared of the room or me, I couldn't tell. Probably both, actually. Not like I can blame them running into a mug like this when they're already scared shitless. I snorted at my own dig at myself and turned to the kids. Don't worry, kids, I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. All of them stood there, frozen. Well, except one. He was a boy, slightly older than the others, in a private school uniform.
Who the hell are you?
He stepped forward and glared at me suspiciously. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you. It looked like they relaxed some the second I got the words out.
How are you gonna help us?
Where's the exit?
There isn't one. The doors we came in through won't open, and the door over there...
He kind of cut himself off. I think he was considering something before he changed his mind.
Anyway, there's no point. We can't all get out of here. If we don't get out of here, we're gonna be burned to death.
Burned to death?
Can't you hear it? That voice said the incinerator's gonna start up soon. So...
The voice spoke again.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
They only had 15 minutes. I looked back down at the kids. Looks like a good 20 or 30 feet to the floor. No way I could pull them up. Too big of a distance for any of us to reach. What the hell was I gonna do? But then I got an idea. Wait right there. I'm gonna be right back.
What? Where is he going? Are you just gonna leave us here?
They just got frightened again. I'm not the best at that kind of thing, but I tried to reassure them with a smile. Don't worry, all right? I'll be back, I promise. So just stay calm and wait right there. Got it? I didn't wait to hear them respond. There wasn't time. I had to hurry. Well, as fast as a guy could on his hands and knees. Didn't take me long to get back to my cell. Still no way out of there, but I had a plan. I needed something from the room. When I got it, I dove back into the hole and took off towards the incinerator. Then... Sorry to keep you waiting, guys. I tipped out the doorway and dropped down the rope I brought with me. Back in the cell, I'd torn the bed sheets into strips and tied them together to make a rope. It was sloppy, but it got the job done. All right, just tie that around yourself, okay? I'll pull you up one at a time.
Right!
Wait a sec. Something was off. There were more of you before. Where'd the rest of you go? The boy in the uniform answered.
I let them go on ahead. We opened the number 9 door and they left.
What? You're telling me you opened that door?
That's what I said.
Then what the hell are you doing here?
We couldn't go with them.
Why not?
Look, the only people who can go through the numbered door...
He was in the middle of explaining when...
Incineration will begin in 5 minutes.
The wall shook a bit from the voice bouncing around.
Look, that can wait, all right? Just get us out of here!
Right! I grabbed onto the rope. The first one I pulled up was a girl with a ponytail. Next was a girl with a red necktie. A boy in a jacket came after. He said he'd climb up on his own. The boy in the uniform was the last up. Like the other kid, he climbed up the rope himself. He looked pretty scrawny, but I guess he was stronger than he looked. He moved fast, but when he was almost to me, we heard some knocking. Everyone looked at the door. It had a thick, square window set into it. On the other side, an angry face was staring in.
God damn it! What's going on here? Why is the room empty? Where the hell are those fucking kids?
Das sieht ja nett aus.
The door opened, and a man stepped in looking half mad with fury. I recognized his face. I saw him many times in photos during my investigation. The man's name was Gintaro Hongo, the CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Hongo saw the boy hanging from the rope. Yeah! It was like he was an animal. He lunged for the rope. Hurry!
I know!
The boy in the uniform booked it up the rope.
You son of a bitch! Get back here, you little shit!
15 feet. 10. The second I could reach the kid, I grabbed him. I hauled him up and tossed him into the duct behind me.
No! No!
Hongo had lost it. His face didn't even look human. It was like the bastard pulled off his fake face. He was really a terrifying devil or some kind of damn monster. I quickly reeled in the rope, leaving a furious Hongo yelling at me from the floor.
You fucking bastard! You won't get away with this! How dare you compromise this experiment!
Experiment? What experiment?
Incineration will begin in 1 minute.
Oh.
Hey, old man! What the hell are you
Echt
doing?
mal,
Hurry
haut ab.
up!
The boy in the uniform was trying to get my attention. I may have thrown a salute in the raging asshole's face before I closed the door behind me. No point to going back to the cell, so we went down the other direction instead. After about 30 feet, we came across another duct on the left. This one was heading down. Everybody nodded and took turns sliding down it. The duct emptied us out into a narrow hallway. There was a door on either side. The one on the left was a normal double door. But the one on the right was familiar. It had black and yellow stripes, and a device next to it on the wall. A plate on it read, Incinerator. Incinerator?
Yeah, that's where we were.
It was the girl with the red tie who answered me. We were inside an incinerator?
Yeah, Hongo might still be there. It looks like it's been shut off, though.
Wait, what? If he's still in there,
Yeah, that's not good.
that meant we better. We gotta get out of here. Go to the other door, hurry! The kids started running, and I was close on their heels. On the other side of the door was a large spiral staircase. Run! Didn't need to tell them twice. We went up and up and up, feet pounding the steps, our arms pumping fast. We went round and round and round. The devil was on our tail. The stairway kept going. We passed a couple of landings when the boy in the uniform
Wer
suddenly
ist das wohl?
spoke.
The boy in the uniform.
Something's up. Akane's not catching up to us.
Akane?
My kid's sister. The girl with the red necktie.
Akane. Akane. That's strange. I didn't remember seeing that name on the list of missing kids.
Hey! Akane!
He kept his hands around his mouth and yelled.
Maybe we outran her.
The boy in the uniform skidded to a stop. I stopped too, and so did the other two kids. When did we do that?
Well, we passed a couple big rooms on the way here. Maybe she took a rest in one of them?
No, that's impossible.
Sorry, Grandpa. You keep going. I gotta go look for her downstairs.
He turned to go.
Hey kid, wait! God damn it, I said wait!
I don't think the kid even heard me. Fuck! I spun around to the boy in the jacket and the girl with the ponytail.
I'm going after him. You two keep going, all right? You got it?
The girl nodded and ran up the stairs. But the boy...
I'm going with you.
I didn't have time to argue. I just nodded and took off down the stairs. I could hear him following me. We ran all the way to the bottom floor, calling for her. Akane was nowhere to be found.
Ach ja, als wir das erste Mal zum Incinerator kamen mit Snake, wusste er doch sofort, wo der Hebel dafür ist und meinte, als er nachgefragt wurde, dass es zu lange dauern würde, das jetzt zu erklären. Jetzt weiß man warum.
God damn it, where the hell did she go?
I could tell the kid was frustrated, and then suddenly...
Help me! Somebody help me!
We heard a girl's voice.
Akane!
The boy in the uniform threw open the door and leapt into the hallway by the incinerator. We rushed in after him. I couldn't for the life of me believe what we were seeing. That bastard Hongo had Akane by the arm and was forcing her into the incinerator.
Come on, goddammit, move!
No, I don't want to! Let me go, please! Let go of me!
She planted her feet squarely on the floor and was struggling to get away. But Hongo was bigger and stronger. She wasn't gonna win.
Akane!
My brother roared with anger and charged toward Hongo.
Help me!
Ah! You're too late, idiot!
Hongo lifted Akane bodily into the air and threw her, still fighting him, into the incinerator.
Ah!
Before we could even blink, Hongo had leapt through the door after her. We saw him land inside. And then, the door slammed shut. We ran to the door. We did everything we could think of to get the thing open. But
Ah! Fuck! It's no use! The goddamn thing won't move an inch!
he started slamming his fists against the door. He was close to shattering his knuckles with how hard he pounded on it.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
You came back!
Her voice was muffled, but all of us could hear the sheer terror in it.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Warning, warning. Emergency incineration command has been
Mich schon
acknowledged.
wieder.
Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator. Repeat, emergency...
Are you fucking kidding me? It's the same damn thing!
Are you there?
Yeah, we're here. Just hang on, alright? We're gonna figure out a way to save you.
His words would have seemed like a sick joke to her if she'd been able to see how white and bloodless his face was right then.
Incineration will begin in 17.
Please! Please help me! I'm really scared! I don't want to die, please! I don't want to die! I don't want to die!
It's gonna be alright. I'll figure something out. I promise. I promise, okay? You hear me? I promise!
It was torture listening to her sobbing on the other side of the door. Her brother was nearly crying himself. He could only stand there, fists clenched so tight his knuckles were white.
What happened then?
Come on, man. Put yourself in my shoes. It doesn't end good. You think I want to remember that?
Then...
Yeah. Shit. If I'd known it was gonna be like this, I almost wish I hadn't remembered.
Hey, are you sure?
Huh?
Look, I don't want to ask this either, but there's something I don't get. So if you could just tell me, did that girl, Akane, really...
Yeah, I'm sure. There wasn't anything we could do. After a while, the countdown ended, and we heard something... burning. The fire stopped, but we still didn't move. Me and the jacket kid were frozen. The boy in the uniform collapsed as if he couldn't hold himself up anymore. A few minutes passed. The door opened. The boy in the uniform tripped over his own feet running in. We followed, too numb to speak. The air in the incinerator was hot. Every breath made my lungs feel like they were on fire. It was like standing on hot asphalt. The air was wavering, and in the middle of the room, there it lay. The kid's legs were shaking so bad, I don't know how he managed to walk. I couldn't see his face, but his body somehow looked empty. Finally, he reached it. He fell to his knees as his legs gave out on him. And then...
Can I ask you one more thing?
What's that?
The girl, Akane. What was her last name?